maneuver around a misplay, it's best to do so. But if you can just... And here's where it comes down. We don't counter on the way back down. You know, can we grind this out? Alright, we play the Prodigy. And I think the turning point was... I mean, like, obviously we have the combo in play. And we don't miss it ever again. Like, we're getting these counters off. We're basically fish, but more tempo, more disruptive. Yeah, it feels like a control deck. Like, I feel like there are very few matchups now that we can't win, which is really cool. Like, to have a deck that can have a lot of different matchups that it can win without having to be polarized. Like the decks that can say that confidently are things like Affinity, right? They're like, oh, well, you know, I can win so many different matchups just because I'm so fast. But we're actually a control deck that we can play this toolboxy kind of locking people out with a combo, you know, control. And here we're just countering the Thought-Knot Seer again for free, basically. Sacrificing the Glenalundra Archmage. Counter the Thought-Knot, it comes back thanks to the Sage combo. Like that. I'll see you, Treebeard. Have a good night, friend. And he tries to break the combo here, but we have Silvergill Adept to spend. We counter the bolt. Mix says, I seriously can't wait for I to be banned. Soul Mine for 55. That's a lot. Wow. Nice mix. And we counter the Nation Guide. At this point, we just keep countering everything that he top decks. Which is cool. Which is really powerful. I think we do Slam Moon at this point. And we counter this. I mean, blue counterspell in Modern has to do something, right? I mean, it on paper, I agree with you guys. It seems cute. Can I explain the combo? Absolutely, Fungal. Yeah, we didn't mean I didn't mean to counter with the Profaner either. And we Sower the Oblivion Sower, and he scoops. So the combo actually is here. It's right here. It's these three pieces. We counter this too. So it's Glenalundra Archmage plus Sage is the initial combo, but you can add Void Mage Prodigy to it and it becomes completely broken, in my opinion. So once you've got the Glen Sage, this is the start to the lock, and then you have to just add a Void Mage Prodigy and it becomes a much harder lock. You are able to counter more different types of spells. Glen, of course, is limited to non-creature. Void Mage can counter anything, obviously, for a more expensive cost. Does that make sense, Fungal GG? I don't think Eye is the card that's going to get banned. It's probably going to be Temple. Eye is way more busted. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that, guys, because I think that they don't want to remove Tron as an archetype. I think that they're probably just going to remove... I still don't know if I want to go with the Bender or the Vidakinus Mastermind. Alright, let's run version 1.7. They should restrict Eye. They've never done any restriction outside of... They've never done any restriction in Modern. Good luck, have fun. Alright, let's do it. Fungal says, basically you have infinite counters, I dig it. Well, you do have to pay for it. It's not free. It's certainly not free. Are you mulligans to 6? Okay. It's certainly not free. Like, if it were free, Sigo, if it were free, then it would be busted as crap. You do have to pay for it. Is this fish? It's not an easy matchup for us. Because unfortunately both decks work off a similar axis. Let's get our boots on the ground. Spell snare? Okay. Blue-eye red control? Okay. He could have Metalik. We really want to resolve this. But I don't really gain much from sitting back. We could top deck more vials. We could top deck more Metalik. It's got to be Metalik. Nice. Could be blue-eyed control. Could be blue-eyed red control. Could be blue moon. Okay. Gives him too much late game potential. Oh, I does give a lot of power to the Tron and Eldrazi decks for that matter. It gives him a really powerful late game. The fact that it also gives, though, the Eldrazi deck specifically a powerful early game is pretty impressive. I think we just chill. When a creature dies, add blue-blue to the mana pool. Not a bad idea, Lightning Shard. Why don't you start looking around? I can't think of one that does that. That sounds way too busted. It sounds way too busted. I think we just send it back. I really like the Vapor Snags. I didn't think I'd like them at first. I kind of liked the bolts initially, or the roasts and flame slashes, but these have kind of grown on me. We actually added another copy of Vapor Snag in the latest edition of the deck, version 1.7. Jace? Interesting. Okay. Ether Mage. Nice. Okay, so hang on. There's a couple different things we can do here now. I could upkeep Vendilion Clique him. And we can kind of get an idea of what's actually going on. No end of turn snag. We could have Dark Drew. I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I like tutoring for Vendilion Clique, although I don't know if she's still in the main deck. Let me take a look. No, she's not anymore. She's in the sideboard. Okay. Really useful in matchups like this specifically. I mean, yeah, you could just snag the Jace. That's not horrible. Wish we had one more blue source. One more blue source would be excellent. I mean, this is good in grinds, but... Burst lighting. Okay. Just looks like a Blue Moon variant to me. He'll probably have P and Kieran Nalaar as his finisher, in addition to Jace. Vile Sage, Fine Glen. Yeah. It's probably the line. He's running Metalix. Okay. Do I keep hands with fatties and searchers? Not usually, Wolding. It's practice room. You could put the sage in. He may have a bolt. Another Master of Waves. I mean, we could just go wide and win. That's actually also pretty powerful. Do you just ignore the Jace? Nah, I think you pressure the Jace. At least once. This might provoke a response. Bench of the Jace, send the message. Another burst lighting? Okay. I almost like letting it go. And the reason why is we can't really... I mean, you could put in Master of Waves and just win. I mean, he doesn't have any way to really interact very well. He'll certainly have a lot of trouble even against just one Master of Waves. I like mastering too. I don't think I'm going to spend the Venser, but you could. I'm going to go with the Master. It's relevant, it gets the counter from the Sage. Okay, so we've got Wizard Cycle for Ether Mage. And Electrolyze? Okay. Yeah, I could see it being Temple. Deck is powerful, jumps hand. I do add a Maniac. I do. Alright, there's the moon we were assuming he had. It's not actually a big deal. That's fine. We assumed he had blood moons. Let's Wizard Cycle. So we have a couple different choices. You could still grab Archmage. It's still really good in the matchup. Period. Or you could just slam a bunch of Master of Waves. It's not bad. Of course, Adam. It's, just give me a moment. I think just slamming Masters might be fine. I mean, all his removal is red removal. Eventually, this will just Dark Drusus go for the Sower. Why? Venser is Jace. I already have the Venser. Mods, it took